welcome to your 2017 Mini Winnie that you're going to call yourself home for a little while, or how long that you're renting. It's a 25-foot 2017, like I said, Mini Winnie, Winnebago. I want to show you the keys. This little round key is what opens the door right here. And if you come up to the door, I can show you. This one is the deadbolt lock for when you're inside. You won't really ever have to use that. But this little round one is what unlocks the door. And you just turn it to the unlock. Okay? I believe it is just the one, I guess either way we'll unlock it. Alright, so welcome. So if you want to come on inside, right here on the inside of the door is the light switch for the entire place. Okay, they do in fact have, there's individual lights if you want to come on inside. In addition to, so if you want to light additional lights, like if you're reading or whatever and you don't want to have the lights on all the time and you want to just have specific lights on. First I want to take care of the paperwork. So if you want to come and sit with me, we can go over that. So what you would do is when we first get here, we would go over a contract, okay? Now every rental company is going to be different and you might have a contract that looks different than this. Mainly, the number one reason for the contract is the minute you take any of our RVs off the driveway is you are solely responsible. Our insurance turns off the minute your insurance turns on. You will either have an insurance binder through your own insurance, or you'll have insurance through RV Share or Outdoorsy. Okay? And that's who takes over. Okay, so every contract will explain all the information in here. We'll have all your information as well as who you would contact in case of an emergency, roadside assistance, especially with Outdoorsy and RV Share. They have their own phone numbers that you would call in case there was emergency or flat tire or anything like that. Mind you, we do check all of our tread, tire pressures, any oil and fluid before any trip. That way to ensure that you're going out safely. That's always a must before any kind of rental. Okay, some things on the contract that I just want you to be aware of is that you are allowed 200 miles a day. Anything after that is 36 cents a mile. As well as you're allowed 6 hours a day generator usage, which is quite a lot, which is higher than the average rental. But after that, it's $5 an hour. These are highlighted in the contract, just so I can reiterate. You don't need to dump the RV unless you're staying more than maybe 3 days. You will be responsible for that, and we can go over and I'll show you how to do that, okay? There is a non-refundable dumping charge because we do dump it when you return it. You're not responsible for that if you're taking it on a small trip. And if you're hooking up full hookups, that's golden because you're not even going to have to worry about it because it's just going to go directly into your campsite. So that's cool. Okay, you will get a copy of this contract so you can read over all the terms and conditions when you leave or whatever, and you can review what we expect. The other thing that I highlighted is when it's returned, we expect it to be clean. The way that you got it, you can see that it's quite clean. And this includes, the interior and the exterior. We don't expect you to wash it, but if you go through, a crazy, we don't allow you to take it off-road, but if you go through some kind of crazy dirt road and it's covered in mud, like to where you can't see out the windows or whatever, you're going to have to wash it. But when you do return it, we expect the water tank to be full, we expect the propane to be full, and of course the gas tank to be full. So, and we will also show you how to do that, okay? And if that's not done, there's flat rate fees in here that again you can review in the contract. And that's essentially the contract that you'll be signing, and again you'll receive a copy of that. Okay, so now before you depart, I have a checklist so we don't forget anything. So what we will be going over today, and if you want to just kind of zoom in on this, the first thing that we would be looking at is we would go over a damage walkthrough, okay? You would walk around the outside of the RV and you would note any kind of damage, just like a U-Haul company, as well as interior damage. We are aware of certain things that have happened, and we will mark those and point those out on the exterior as well as interior. Not so much on this one. This is a brand spanking new RV, so there's very, very, very minimal damage. So what we're going to start with on the training of the RV are these items here. Okay, so first and foremost is the generator training. So if you want to push stop, and we'll do